Hello, darling. This is Libra Lay, and I am here with your tarot scope for the day. Thank you very much for visiting my channel again. I hope this message reaches whoever that it was meant for. I've already shuffled the cards. I'm going to go ahead and dive in to see what today's message is about. I hope you all are well. And again, thank you for coming to my channel. I hope that you receive confirmation or the message that you were looking for. Okay, so the message that I'm getting here is about someone who was like trying to go in a certain direction. They were attempting to separate themselves from something that they were deeming to be like toxic. They're like, I gave it my all, or I gave it some efforts, and it seems like it maybe isn't going the way that you want it to. I would start by saying that you have to give it a little bit more time. You don't want to rush. You want to be patient with the process. I also, when I first pulled the cards out, I was getting a sense of like depression, where someone could be experiencing bad feelings. Even maybe their kids are acting up, or their kids haven't been feeling the best, and they just feel like everything is falling in on top of them, on top of they were trying to make changes in their life, and then all this other shit starts to happen. So when you hear that like there's always this big storm before a breakthrough, that is very much accurate, because there has to be a rumble in the Bronx, you feel me, before some real things happen in your life. And I feel like that if you continue to make the decisions that are putting you in the direction of what you want, instead of just giving up, that they will manifest for you. The sun is out here, and I just feel like that whoever this message is for, your emotions have just not been in the best place. It has a lot to do with things that were happening around you. Also, you just weren't being dealt the best hand. Okay, you were going through a separation even, or thinking of separating from someone also. Yeah, because that seems to be a struggle, and you're tired of defending yourself in that situation. You're just like, I'm over that. That is no longer, I need to put some type of boundary up, or I'm gonna keep getting stepped over, stepped on. And so because of that, you were wanting to move on, but again, you're met with obstacles. You have to know that this is kind of like a battlefield, and a lot of things don't just always go smoothly, especially when you're trying to walk away from something. You will run into small struggles, but they're all minor arcana, not one major where it's something that is going to be very detrimental to you. It's all temporary. You have to make a decision. It's time to make a decision. You cannot wait. You cannot say, next time it comes up, I'll do it. You have to do it now. You have to make this decision pertaining this thing in the now, because if you don't, you will have another cycle of the same shit, the same bullshit that's been going on with you. And I feel like maybe that's what you're used to, or you feel like that's what's owed to you is like, you know, my mama dealt with the bullshit and so here now I have to. That's not true. You maybe are meant to be a curse breaker in this instance. Think of, if you stay in this situation, what you're doing is, if you have children, you're showing them that this is what you have to deal with, and the cycle will continue, or you can break it. Everyone is not here to just be financial curse breakers. You can also be a breaker of, you know, a toxic home, or you know, lying or cheating or whatever. You can be a curse breaker of many different things, not just finances. And I see that in this one, that if you just stand on business, that it will get greater later. I know people hate to say that, and it's not a long distance of time. I'm not feeling that. It's all like, it's like once you come out and stand on business, it's like the sun shines for you. It's like as if the spirits and your ancestors are just so proud of you. They can't wait to shower you with the love and gifts and attention that you are needing and that you need to move forward into this new cycle, because the new year is coming. That comes in spring, you know what I mean? You will have to balance some things out. There will be some changes, but that's inevitable. With new things come change, so you have to be prepared for that, and you will be. This is all like not something that you're unable to perform, unable to do. You're capable of all of these things, and I feel like that you have felt like you were incapable because it's been like a muscle memory. Like you've always, maybe not to hurt your feelings, but maybe you've always played victim or felt like that things are just happening to you. But now you see that, you know what, fuck that. I'm gonna take the driver's seat and I'm gonna make some things happen for myself, okay? I see that once you make this change, that you are able to see the way that something was betraying you. If it was a person, if it was a habit, if it was an environment, you're seeing the way that it was really stabbing you in the back. It was not benefiting you, and it was taking from your peace. So you begin to get more rest, you begin to look more beautiful, you begin to see more options in life. It's like, let's say that this is a love situation and your partner has been driving you fucking crazy because you allowed him to have the keys for, let's say, about 5 or 6 years, right? So you begin to see like, hold on, I can manage everything that he supposedly does for me. I can manage this by myself. I can, you know, I might not be able to go to the spa or get my nails done like I have been because he pays for that, but I'll still manage without it. I'll learn to do it at home until I step my income up some more. And you start to look at, once you have peace, you will see, like I said, all the blessings will come to you, and you'll be able to, with a clearer mind, to say, damn, that motherfucker was really driving me insane. Like, I was really like letting him get away with all of this shit. And it was, you know, if he wasn't in my atmosphere, I would not have done this, that, and the third, gained 20 pounds, been this far in debt. You feel me? Like, you begin to look at how not only the situation was betraying you, but maybe how you were betraying yourself, okay? You become more grounded. And you also begin to see that you had more support than you thought you had, because when you get in need, you know what I mean, people show up a little more. So let's say maybe he was the person who cut your grass. Now your father has no problem, like, oh honey, I'll come over and cut your grass for you. You don't have to worry about that. Or, you know, anything, you know, people will rise to the occasion because it looks like that you are loved, but maybe you've been distant with the people who actually love you. Okay. You know what could spark this too is you find out about, somebody brings you some news about something that you just cannot deal with, you cannot tolerate it, and so it brings a change. It brings the tower into the situation, and you're just like, I needed this. I needed to get, you know what I'm saying, rocked into some motherfucking reality. And it's coming and it's here, and it makes perfect sense because, like I said, the new year is coming. Spring is coming where things begin to blossom. Like, you are going to blossom into a beautiful rose, into something that's magnificent, that's been hiding, that's been away because you believed that this thing is what you needed. This could be a drug addiction, it could be a person, it could be a family unit, it could be even your beliefs. They've been holding you back, and I feel like the chains are about to be loosened. So I hope this reading made sense to you. You have some great things coming, and I'll see you next time.